Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Leo Naranjo IV here, candidate for governor of California, 2026 race. I have been looking and scrolling online here recently, and I'm kind of stunned at what's been happening in the last 36 hours. Oh my goodness. What are you people doing over there? David Collenberg has dropped the governor race and moved to going after the treasurer position. Okay, kind of interesting. And then lo and behold, Daniel Mercury fires one off, heat-seeking missile that goes right up Steve Hilton's bum and just rips him a new one. Young lady out there posted something also earlier that I've been posting a lot, giving her credit to. This so-called interview that Steve had with Ms. Newsom about her gay right film, trans film, fair play film, and giving her praise, supporting it. And the picture that we see with him embracing Gino Gavin was at a function. My, whoa. Hold up, wait a minute, let me put some boom in it. Where did all these photographs come from? Where is all this information springing forth from? How the hell are we getting X posts cited by Mr. Mercury where Steve Hilton is basically embracing abortion? 57% want abortion or more with allowances, and he's part of that 57%? It's a man that says he's supposedly pro-life, but he's actually pro-choice. So let's get that clear. He's made those statements before. Lied in a church, lied to a pastor. I hope Mr. Hibbs was smart enough not to fully endorse him before he found out what he fully endorsed. You of all people, sir, should know about false prophets if you're a pastor of reputable stature. Professing gay marriage, embracing gay marriage, pushing gay marriage. That's Steve Hilton. Above traditional marriage? Wow. Ho. Bet you folks who are endorsed him, who have endorsed him, who are supporting him, didn't see that one coming. Seems that he knows the Newsoms. They just have different views politically. But they're friends, because he's friends. That's why he was giving Ms. Newsom props on her film dealing with turning kids out in the trans world in school. Read the post, they're all there. But all of this to me is just, I'm sorry. It's not funny, but it is funny in this degree. Where the hell was the Republican Party to vet all this out? This isn't stuff that just happened. This is stuff that's been there. You've hustled this charlatan into a race you never had any intentions of winning with him. Mark Wright was right. Chad Bianco and Steve Hilton were nothing more than pawns to get money for central committees by having them show up so that they could sell tickets. And they're proud that they sold out many functions. But it was never about winning the race. So while we're on the counterattack now on the Steve Hilton nonsense, and let me give you a little heads up about that crap too. Those people that keep tying up the news waves, we're going to start looking into a few laws here to see whether or not you're actually supposed to give candidates some equal footing. Because right now, 100% news wave barrage Steve Hilton as the only Republican running ain't it. 5 minutes of this video, I've been talking shit about Bianco and Hilton, mostly Hilton. Chad, you're still a coward. You won't have a one-on-one debate with a military veteran. Not much more I need to say about you until you finally crawl out of whatever hole you're hiding in to have that matchup. But I think I'll get to ask you tonight because you and I seem to be having the same function at 7:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 10:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time, I'm going to ask that question. So we'll see if we can get a little support drummed up for you and I to have a man-on-man, one-on-one, 30-year versus 36-year sheriff versus the retired Army vet moment, where we have a debate and talk about the topics. Because right now, your cowardly ass keeps running away from every event that might tie you into some controversy. One of the controversies I want to bring up tonight, though, because we haven't heard much more about it, is Kristi Noem's 33,000 people in California jails being held that are illegal aliens. Why not? What's happened to that? Why did we have a letter from Homeland Security identifying 33,000 people in our jails that are illegally here? What are we waiting on? As governor, I will tell you what I would be waiting on: the cars to roll up to those prisons for those people to be extracted and removed from our system. Point blank. Boom. Gone. Bye. Thank you for identifying the 33,000. And from those 33,000, if you have any associates, people that flocked to your cause, unfortunately, because they're part of the cabal, family members, kin, whatever you want to call them, they need to go too. What are we waiting on? And I don't understand that. Now, I've heard some people say that ICE detainers are kind of like civil matters, which is why the sheriffs don't have to honor them. Chad Bianco sure as hell won't. In spite of what he says, he could be doing that now. I believe in 2023, there's almost 1,100 people in his jails that were illegal. Why are they still there, Sheriff Bianco? Because you know just as much as I do, and probably other people that know a little bit about you, you don't honor that because you're all about amnesty. You might want to kick a few of the criminal elements out if you go after them. I think you're waiting for them to fall into your lap without actually doing any police work. Look at your numbers. Worst turnaround in a sheriff's department up and down California? Are the rumors true? You're ordering your staff to fudge the numbers so your percentages can go up a tick? People can get off your back about being a crappy sheriff? I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, 33,000 people held in California jail systems that are here illegally, that's a no-brainer. We already know where they are. Come and get them the hell out of the state, call it a day, rack those people up who are associated with those people incarcerated, get them too, and make them go away as well. Send them back whence they came from. It's not that hard. And that's the difference between my counterpart candidate governors and me. What's the problem? You got 33,000 illegals in your jail. Okay, get rid of them. Where are they at? Turn them over to ICE. End of story. Pull them out of jail. End of story. Why isn't ICE there already to get them? End of story. Well, sir, you got this little thing called state law, SB 54. Sheriffs don't want to do it. Get the highway patrol, the marshals, or anybody else in there that you need to extract those individuals from the cells, put them into the ICE possessions, and take them the hell out of the state. We can argue the semantics later, but if you're so keen about you're not getting involved with the immigration process, then I would say, Sheriff, you need to stand aside, step aside, and let the right people do the job that they need to do to make sure that our state is safe, since you don't want it to be. So that's how I deal with that problem. A couple more hours, I'm going to ask you a question you might not want to like to be asked. But I don't give a damn, because it needs to be. Leo Naranjo IV, candidate for governor 2026 in the California race. Tonight, Marin County is having their endorsement process. Thankfully, I can do this by Zoom. We're going to ask that pertinent question on you tonight. Have a good one.